Oh, might have to... Okay, this is a little bit closer than I expected. You mind if we move this back so like... Okay, that works. I kind of wish that the PS4, if there was one thing that the Xbox does, I mean, I love the streaming options on the PS4 a lot, but I really wish the PlayStation camera could support a widescreen output. I really do. Hopefully a firmware patch or something will change that, but for right now, welcome to the very first stream with my good friend Twitch. My name is Maniac, and we are going to be taking a look at Gone Home based upon Twitch's recommendation. This will be, what, a roast? We're going to roast this game?
I would hope so. It's I played it on the Mac after reading phenomenal reviews on the game. I like indie games. I like experimental games, narratives, and I expected a great game on this one. And
you were disappointed. Yeah.
Wow, were the journalists just wrong on this one? I have no idea.
Okay, I haven't played this game yet, so I'm holding off, and nor have I've seen a couple of moments from a couple of videos of, so I know like the art style, I know stuff like that, but I don't really know too much about the game other than a general idea about what the gameplay is like. So I can't comment. I haven't played it, but so I'm going to be playing this mostly blind. You can contribute if you need to, for whatever reason. This is going to be a different type of Let's Play than we normally do, because I think you're going to roast this a bit. So be prepared for a roasting.
I'm going to try to. Yeah, I guess we'll go from there.
Okay. I'm going to start the game right now. New game. Options. Let's turn on if there's a what do you call it? Subtitle option. Let's see. Okay, no subtitle option here. Graphics. Brightness, field of view, don't really need to care about that right now. Control options, no big deal. Gameplay. Show training messages, I'll leave those on. Hide reticule, enable head bob. Disable interaction text, I'll leave that on right now. Language. Display subtitles, here we go. Okay, subtitles are on. Usually if I'm going to do a live stream where there's going to be people talking, I like to put the subtitles on in case I accidentally talk over anything. So I think we're ready here. You just start a new game?
I think let's get it over with.
Okay. Walk using left, walk around using R.
So the cassette tape, because this game is set in 1995, I believe.
Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. I got a CD player in 1993. My first CD player was in 1993. My first CDs... Okay, say this what you will. My mother got me my very first CD, and it was a copy of Michael Jackson's Thriller. Mm-hmm. It's just something you do. Everybody's got a copy of Thriller. So yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Game begins.
95 cassettes, mixtapes, maybe. Mixtapes.
Fulbright Company presents. Ooh.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
I'm getting a 3/4 home vibe from this, actually. But that came later. So maybe this was a little inspirational for 3/4 home. I like 3/4 home, though.
So this one, it seems to try to have a bit of a... It's a misleading horror theme.
What were you doing on June 7th, 1995?
Oh, goodness, I don't know.
We hadn't even met yet.
No, we haven't. But, alright, so the premise is it's a girl who's coming back from college to, I believe, a new family home, and you're greeted front door outside, and nobody's home. So I think, honestly, if I had to say there's one problem with the game, what a terrible family this is. I don't think I would.
That's cool. That's cool. This has got a pretty good attention to detail right off the bat.
It's got good attention to detail. That's less the issue.
Oh.
But okay, but let's take like a minute to just analyze the premise of the game, which I think is a terrible premise. When you, Maniac, when you were coming home from college, did your family not tell you that they were picking you up, or?
No, my first year from coming home from college, I actually did everything I could to stay away from my parents. No, I'm just kidding.
But-
I'm kidding. I love my parents.
But the premise is that nobody's home for their daughter who's just coming back from college, and I think what a terrible family this is, honestly. So that kind of ruins bothers me, the premise on that, especially since I guess the main part of the game is the main question of the game is, why is nobody home to greet you from coming back from college? You find out why. You do get an answer. It's just a really stupid answer.
Okay, well, spoilers. Let's see.
But okay, let's
there's a note here.
Let's read the note.
I can't take the note. Katie, I'm sorry can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. Crossed out Mom and Dad. We'll see each other again some day. Don't be worried, I love you, Sam.
Sam, that would be the sister.
I'm assuming his sister or... Yeah, I mean... Alright, well, I got in.
I guess she was supposed to wait for you, but she decided, nah, I'm going to leave my sister alone. And what a terrible sister.
Nothing useful in here. Let's see.
And so this is part of the thing, too. There's a lot of good ambience. There's a lot of good thunder and lightning.
I'm not feeling
dark.
any rumble, though. Like, I would have liked to have felt some rumble. 3/4 Home, when I was playing that, it had a good rumble. I'm not really feeling any rumble with that.
And not just that. It's for what makes the premise even more terrible for me. She's never been here. The family just moved to this house. So why, after coming back from college, nobody's home to greet their daughter, who's never even been to this house yet? That bothers me, actually, quite a bit.
Janice kind of looks like her mother.
So we would be finding her mother's coat. Granted, a lot of
high school.
Certainly credit, a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, a lot of great attention to detail here.
Interactivity.
I can't move very fast. Is that intentional also?
It might be.
Hold on. This looks like a Day of the Dead type skull. Hit show index. Yeah, okay. First place, Jamie Blum, Carla Jones, Caitlin Greenbar. 1990. Track trophy.
So one of the things I remembered from this, my playthrough on the Mac, is that, yeah, you can interact with a lot of stuff.
Bible.
But
those
eventually it gets so boring because there's so many things, and most things don't contribute to the story for this game.
Well, we're going to keep playing just a little bit.
Oh, yes, let's do it. Hopefully more people realize that, no, this game is very strong.
Again, if you really wanted to cause fear with this, I would have liked to have shaken the controller a bit.
Any attempt at fear, though, it's misleading. This is not a horror game.
It seems like an empty house, basically. It looks like an empty house. I mean, I've played empty houses,
I respect that they're going against...
kitchen, box, is movers, yeah. Well, they must have just moved here.
They did just move here, yeah. So I think that her family's
Dear
awful
Katie,
because...
So much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
So yeah, so this is a brand new house. She's never been there. Her family just abandoned her. She has to find out why. Her parents aren't there, or her kid sister.
I think the sister killed them all. That's based upon that note originally.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam.
a Nintendo when we were here. This is a Sony console. 95, they could have made it a Sony PlayStation.
I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June
That's
6th,
you.
But it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
These girls must really hate their parents. I mean, see, the way that this is going on, the way she's like saying, oh, you don't have to pick me up at all. She must really hate her parents. It's like, don't pick me up. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting a vibe from like the Melendez brothers or something like that. And if you are a child of the 90s like I am, you would know what I'm talking about.
It might have made the game a bit more interesting, but we'll keep...
Paris. Oh, okay. That's you. You would have sent this. It was a year ago. Paris. I actually been to Paris. I would recommend it.
What's eating Le Petit Déjeuner, if you remember?
Breakfast.
Fancy that.
Yeah, le petit déjeuner is French word for breakfast. Military school. Read obituary. Doc Mason. Wow, okay. I don't think there's anything down here.
No. There's a door behind you.
Backpack with a note on it.
No.
New student, but it doesn't say who the new student is.
Would be the kid's sister, more than likely, because she stayed.
She crossed everything off except the positive attitude. So she must have not liked her school very much, if that's true.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You are
here
so
she is
lucky you
talking.
finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
So, you get all these misleading things. So apparently this house has a history. Because the kid's sister got judged for being in the Psycho House. So
Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything on here.
you'll get a lot of that. Essentially, there's so little payoff in this game once you find out exactly what's going on here.
Oh, okay. You can do... Oh, okay, so it looks like the dad is an author of some sort. This doesn't look like Sam's room. Okay, there's a combination. I'm probably going to have to open that up. Is there any information for that here, or no?
Why not take a look?
I'm looking. I don't see anything.
Well, you're too busy moving around. What's on the board? What's on the typewriter?
422. It looks like he's trying to sell his equipment. Like, this is a Laserdisc. That's a good Laserdisc player, too. MSRP $1,000. Oh, boy. I am not even in frame right now. Let me change this, because I'm probably getting cut off this whole time. Let me move this camera just a little bit. That better? Yeah,
Oh, it's up
that's
to you.
better. Sorry about that. I was getting cut off. I was like talking like I was the spontaneous dead or something.
This isn't giving us
This isn't
anything.
really giving anything useful. This is just a
Oh, what about the
Laserdisc
board?
player.
It's been a while since I played this game, so...
1963. That's the date of JFK's death. I guess we could try that one, maybe. You know, JFK was killed in 1963.
Yeah, let's try it.
Looked like I saw a book, so maybe the dad's obsessed with the Kennedy assassination.
No?
Well, that's not it.
Well, let's keep looking. I think we
Oh,
do good.
Trash pail.
No.
Looks like parts of his book. This looks like just rejected writing notes. 1995. Oh. Yeah, it's too long, license number. It's an old house, so there's been a lot of, yeah, my sister just bought a really, really old house. She likes it. We had to renovate it a lot, though. Most of my dad did most of the work, but I helped a bit.
Alright, so it doesn't look like we're going to get the combination here. So...
Alright, let's try the bathroom. Maybe he'll leave the key in the bathroom, just like in that game Trespasser.
Well, no bathroom. Here we are in a study library.
Fresh magazine. I don't
That
know.
was a teenage drag queen. What? Yeah, so since it's just a game, let's be wasteful and just turn on every
Yeah,
lamp in the house. Waste electricity.
it's a copy of his book. A bunch of copies of his book. Alright. I don't see anything in here. Oh. Stranger under my roof. Understanding teens. Oh,
So we go back to the...
the book?
Yeah, because you didn't even... Let's look at the back of the book. So, from changes, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, but these changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you face since having children. So, it's, so I guess, too, they're having problems with the,
With the sister.
with the sister. What could it be?
I think it's Melendez. Oh, 451. There
Let's
you go.
try
Of course.
Let's run back and try 451.
Dear Terrence, you've asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under. It's not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's become harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs. I have that problem. Not in writing, but in speech. From the usual copy without heavy rewrites. Readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to
Good
hear...
example of having a pointless non sequitur, huh? But, okay, so the father sucks at writing. What was the code? 450?
Oh, 0451, I think.
Let's try it.
Bingo.
Yay, what information do we get in here now?
Please find the original document, type copy for your records, notarized copy. Probably a birth certificate or something? Oh, it's his will.
Oh.
I declare I have no outstanding debts. Okay, so the house must be paid for then. He's unmarried and has no children, though. This is not him. This can't be the father.
Oh, this is Oscar Mason, the doctor.
This is a handwritten version of that.
So see, this is going to be one of the things. There's no payoff in this. Or if there is, it's nothing in there.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
So great. Well, what did we learn?
There's some guy named Oscar Mason, probably the doc or something like that, that left a will. For some reason, this will is here. That's what we know so far.
Great. Don't you feel better knowing that?
No. There's a tissue box next to the... Oh. Somebody left the TV on. It's bad manners.
It is.
VHS 120. I was just hearing it actually. Did you know that they actually invented, and I'm not kidding
Go
about
back
this.
to the tape.
I can't select it. Oh, okay. It's music.
Oh, wonderful.
And now I probably can't put this on YouTube now. That book Dad wrote. You know that some people have argued, like, have you ever seen Quantum Leap?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, there was actually a whole episode involving the Kennedy assassination. It was a two-parter. It was a really good one, actually. But the climax of the episode, I'm gonna spoil this episode for you guys if you haven't seen it. It's a Lee Harvey Oswald episode. It's a really good episode where basically Sam leaps into the body of Lee Harvey Oswald. But Lee Harvey Oswald's psyche is so strong that Sam really can't control his actions, basically. And it's basically caused a haywire, basically. Like, Sam can't stop himself from trying to kill the president. Basically, they're saying it's Lee Harvey Oswald who did it. But ironically enough, he does actually affect. Like, they are able to get stuff to happen, even though JFK is killed. Apparently, JFK was not the target. That was at least what Quantum Leaf believed, was that JFK was not the actual target of Lee Harvey Oswald. It was JFK's wife. And then in the course of the episode, Sam had actually succeeded in saving Mrs. Kennedy, Jackie O. I thought it was kind of an interesting way to put it.
Okay.
Terry and Mike. I would have had to scan all of this. Too much review I had to do around.
Why don't you stop the music in case there's over copyright? So it's some pretty bad grunge music.
Sounds like 1995. No, I like grunge music.
Oh, some grunge is good, but that's bad music.
The Time Machine, Fantastic Voyage. Decent movies. All, by the way, all of the Andromeda Strain. Sorry.
Very nice.
Needs Forbidden Planet, Airplane and Moonraker, good double feature.
The director's cut for Blade Runner, nice. Oh, look at all those X-Files.
JFK, yeah, so he's a conspiracy theory buff. I'm still looking for Forbidden Planet. Clash of the Titans.
And a lot of, I guess those would be Laserdisc movies.
They're either Laserdisc movies or their records.
Well, since there was movies,
That's true, they're probably Laserdiscs.
We did see a Laserdisc invoice.
Austin County, Boone County, Dawn
Sam thought this might help Dad.
and was
Even when you what? Wait, what's the name of the book?
to stay indoors.
Making Friends.
Even when you...
Flood conditions are expected at lower
What's the missing
elevation.
word? Even when you're shy.
You know that feeling? You see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them.
The Dark Creature?
Well, there's this girl.
No, go back.
I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed.
The Dark Crystal. In 2001.
Sometimes I see her in this.
Yeah, you
like,
cannot
army
fit
uniform.
2001. I don't care how big that tape
Someone's
is.
drawing
You
in this
cannot fit the Dark
It's so
Crystal and
intense.
2001 on one
I had
VHS
no
tape.
doubt
idea
it.
how
You can't.
I would ever
That's
have an
oh,
excuse
9
to
hour,
talk to her.
9 hour. He must have put
Well,
him
I
at
noticed
120.
she and her
And by the way,
friends
you don't want
hang
to
out
do
and play
that
Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven
because
every day
the
after
quality
school.
of the videotape would be very seriously degraded to the point where one of my earlier VHS players, if I tried to actually watch a tape that was in that quality, would just be constantly covered in tracking fuzz. Some players could probably, read them better than others, but not mine.
Well, their
180.
device is missing, though, whatever it was, if it was a Laserdisc or VHS.
Severe weather.
It's connected to
There's no
cable.
Northwest Weather Service.
Yeah, there's no... Wait, hold on. Is that an S-video cable? No, that's not an S-video
It was like
cable.
the power, because we got
Power
the
cord?
component in audio cables.
Well, I remember in 1995 there were like at least two major, like there was no, they had the RCA pin plugs, but there was also the S-video output. That was what we were mostly using most of the time. I stopped using it because it was much easier and the quality wasn't as good,
So-
that good compared. But it was much easier to use pin plugs back then than S-video cables.
So they just got this Laserdisc player, and
Yeah.
it's missing now. What happened?
It was from David. Notify shipper of new address.
And there's another door.
Pizza's freshly eaten. Bratmobile.
Bratmobile, what is that?
It's like something my sister would have. No joke, that's like something my sister would have had. Sister was a total brat.
So many closets. The...
Samantha wrote this, grade 2.
What? At the edge of the heaven? Captain Allegra looked off the ocean.
At least this one's legible.
Lord. It's
Yeah.
legible, but meh.
I can't move
Yeah.
very fast.
But you're cool. You're breezing through this. You're not. Are you getting all the information you need?
I think so. Alright, that's for the mom.
Bunch of coupons.
Not really super crazy useful.
But I guess the mystery is, where is everyone?
Oh, they have a bar? I want a bar.
This is a pretty nice house.
Yeah, look at this. Got a bar room. It got a TV room. Unused soda. Liquor cabinet.
Oh, so the fathers are drunk. His book got rejected.
Yeah, but he didn't drink any of this stuff. Look,
Well, not the soda.
I was drinking the alcohol.
Yeah, he drank the alcohol. Hmm.
I can't really tell if this stuff has been used.
And more records. Looks like.
World history. Probably the guy. This is probably for research for his book. Grab a coaster.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd see through.
The reproductive system. Menstruation. Okay, I'm not putting this in. I'm not reading any of this. It's gross. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. See me.
What does that say? Wait, go back.
Let's see. Yeah, it says see me, meaning there's no.
No, because this looks like it's a really ridiculous story.
In
Go
the
back.
assault by German forces. Wait, what?
The menstrual cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1937, Essa Glatt stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna to her home village of Wilhelm in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Bolislav, the boy she's engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft.
It sounds to me like this girl is just creative. I have this need for creative output too. It sounds to me like this girl is basically not getting proper. Maybe this is just my reading of it, but it sounds to me like this girl is just not getting a proper outlet for her creative forces. And since this is 1995, there really is no internet or blogging back then. You see, my need for, creative output is satisfied by, doing this and writing and publishing and stuff like that. There really wasn't creative outlets like this. I would do crap like this just out of sheer boredom in college and stuff like that. I remember one time I wrote a 30-page essay in my freshman college introduction writing class about the making of Doom 3. And I was just told, write a research paper. He accepted it, I got an A. But I wrote about video games because I was sheer boredom. By the way, I did enjoy that class, though. I did enjoy that class. So I can't really say that about it. But I figured I wasn't going to have too many opportunities, especially as I became an upperclassman, to actually write about stuff I wanted to write about in class. So...
Alright, so...
That's just my take.
Here.
Well, in comparison between how that did really well... Okay, you saw a see me on that. What did we see earlier? A second grade thing written by her that was all covered with good markings. Mm-hmm. So there was clearly something that happened to this girl between the 2 points. Yes. And I think it was moving into this house. Moving when you're moving house can wreck a kid. I know that. I know that personally. It completely can stunt and destroy a kid's development when they're thrown out of their element. A simple move, new class, new friends, everything. That can ruin a kid's development.
About the stuff that's missing. So she took the Laserdisc player.
Probably.
What for?
Probably for money. Maybe she wants to pawn it for drugs or something. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. Yeah, I totally am. See you there. I'm going to kick your butt. They're probably going to play,
That would be a Hadouken.
Yeah, that would be playing something else.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too.
Why not?
At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild.
What's in the
So
eye?
after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
So who is Lonnie? Exactly.
I'm going to cut this after about an hour, though. I just want you to know that. We're going to put a time limit on this. I don't want to have... Okay, this is also locked. I haven't found any keys since the first one. You said attic. Let's go upstairs.
So again, a lot of interactivity, but for the most part, they don't.
Controlled burn. What are they going to burn? Oh, forest. It's normal. Of course, the mother would have that if she's a member of the forestry. If she's a member of the forestry service. You know, I kind of like this house, and I hate older houses, to be perfectly honest, because I'm a guy that prefers like my technology. I want technology in my rooms and stuff like that.
Let's be fair, this is a cutting-edge house in '95. Laserdisc player.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, no home theater, but really, you gotta have a home theater. People to see. Looks like schedule a dates calendar. I'm not really seeing any more keys. Or the cassette tape.
Oh, many.
The Bratmobile.
Oh,
Hey, hold on. This is for Sam. Oh, this is empty. Cherry Bomb. It's a mixtape. Who made this? Queenie. Kiss and Ride. No, you don't. Susanna. Panic Bit. Oh. It's not mine. I'll put it back.
It's weird hanging out with girls.
This
Daniel
is
was
probably
around
Sam's
ever
room.
since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like
so the game is sort of
instantly
self-aware.
just
You have to
right.
Keep on so many lights.
I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know. I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
She left.
Fully formed 17-year-old. Yep. As we know, 17-year-olds make great life
Hey,
decisions.
in the defense of 17-year-olds all over the place, when I was 17 years old, I was probably smarter than most of the people on television. I was smarter than all of my teachers, and I was probably more smarter than... And I actually traveled all the way across the... Also all the way across the country. I'm sorry, not just across the country, across the ocean as well. I actually went to France when I was 17.
On a school trip. But I think
I did go on a school trip, I admit that.
I think you lost credibility when you said that you were more smarter. So
you can't hold me to a live word flub. I flubbed my word because, this is a live broadcast. If obviously I had the time to write down with proper editing and stuff like that, sentence structure, spelling, all this other stuff, that's one thing. But me, I'm smart. No. When I was 17 years old, I was basically trying to figure out a way to build a time machine. And I almost could have if I had the power requirements for it. Unfortunately, I had to collapse a black hole to do that. And now, 20 years later, can I tell you something? 20 years later, I find out that that was my theory, basically. I figured if there was only a way, I was like 17 years old when I was trying to figure out a way to build a time machine. And I was like I was cooperating with people all across the world, and we were talking about it. And I figured out maybe a black hole or maybe a collapsing an atom or something like that would probably do the trick. Meanwhile, 20 years later, I play Quantum Break. Guess how they make a time machine?
Oh, using video games.
But that was based on, from what I found out, from the research was done, that was based on sound scientific understanding. Remedy actually did call in experts and stuff, and they figured out, well, how do you do it? So, I'm just saying, when I was 17, I was pretty damn smart.
So what happened in the preceding 20 years?
I'm not saying I wasn't smart. I'm saying I had no motivation to do anything other than what I like doing now. So there is a difference. I mean, in this day and age, because society has been so horrible to me, and it has been, it's probably been horrible to you too, in a lot of ways, I feel like I really don't want to contribute. Okay, is there I can put it in here?
Careful with the music.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, yeah,
It's actually took the player here too.
Every device, except of course the giant heavy CRTs. Nobody's looked those up. That's not a real system. I mean,
No, it's not. She probably took the Super... This was a Super Nintendo game. It would have been Super Nintendo game. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off for copyright reasons.
And that it's pretty bad music.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying copyright. Okay, let's...
I'm speaking on behalf of the quality of the music. Read code.
Oh, this is Chun-Li. This is Street Fighter, but this isn't a Street Fighter game.
No, it is not.
Alright, let's put that back then. I can't... These never worked on me. The Magic Eye pictures and stuff like that never worked.
So what other games?
Journey of Crystal, another game that doesn't exist. Super Spitfire.
Yes, great choice in games.
They don't exist. They're not real, so I can't comment on them, unfortunately. Groove Magazine, is this real?
No, but it's referencing real stuff like Eddie Vedder and AIDS in Africa.
Yeah, that all happened. I liked Eddie Vedder, actually.
He's still alive.
Yeah, of course. I like Eddie Vedder.
And this is the one me and my dad are building.
Grab Steggy? Stelly?
It's a little dinosaur.
It's Steggy. It's her... Well, here's the thing. If she robbed the place, you would think she would take that. She killed the... If she killed her... Right now, I'm going on a basis that she probably killed her folks and robbed everything of value and left. That's what I think.
I think the creative writing tracks out.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, I never really took creative writing classes. I would have appreciated them, but my real life, I actually had the cooperation for. Looks like a pencil. Yeah. Hold on a second. This looks like there was a pencil cup here. Yeah, it looks like that. She probably threw it across the room or something. Is this another one of those? The Misfits. Okay. Put that back. I can't grab this drawer, unfortunately. Can't see if there's anything in it. It looks like it was pulled.
Well, go around, because there was a door.
Closet. Nice closet.
Oh, we gotta...
King's Labyrinth. This is oh, she must have adapted one of her stories.
Captain Allegra still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jeans. I'm bored too.
Alright, I'll put it away. Briefcase, maybe the board game. Okay. Got your number. Okay, this is clearly a Milton Bradley parody of that song. What was that show called? Did you ever play that? Was it Girl Talk? It was something else, like Mystery. No.
Well, let's
Maybe it was Girl Talk. I don't remember.
drop that off because there's something else in the box.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it over here for right now.
Another Bible.
It's just a Bible.
Oh, we wasted our time.
I was gonna make a joke here. Can I make a joke here? Can I make a Simpsons joke?
Can do it.
This book doesn't have any answers.
Well, it's not. Well, it's a joke, but it's also true.
I'm trying to find. This book does not have any answers. That was a Simpsons joke. Take it up with the Simpsons.
And your God.
You said it. All comments made directly by Twitch are solely the... Oh, there's a note here.
Hey, Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction? After school at the Coliseum. It came out last week and Todd won't shut up about it. So either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it.
Okay, this looks like something that was responding.
Your turn.
My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie going to be really violent? Am I going to barf?
According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious, period. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important, period. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay, don't barf.
Haha, alright, see it. Okay, I've ditched out in classes and gone to do stuff. Ironically enough, my favorite thing to ditch out to go do, now granted I didn't do that here, I did this when I was living in California. It was so much fun to always ditch class and go to In-N-Out Burger with my friends. That I love doing. That was so much fun. Have you ever had it? You've had it In-N-Out Burger.
I had In-N-Out Burger when I made it to California.
Yes.
And it's miraculous. So, what's in here?
I will not even. I'm not going to even touch these things.
Well, you're playing as a woman, so it's okay.
Okay, somebody was dyeing her hair. At first, I think this is blood, but it's not. Yeah, somebody dyed her hair.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today.
Lonnie.
She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Aww.
Cool. So it looks like she was in the English Channel. This looks like another Bible. Oh, we're not going to find any answers there. Oh! The phones are disconnected. You hear that? There's a reason why the phones are making that sound. It has nothing to do with the game. Somebody has their phone off the hook. Anything in the purse? No. Can't check the purse. Any lingerie?
So this would be the parents' room.
Yeah, this is definitely the parents' room. Condom.
Uh-oh.
Worse than lingerie. Condoms. And this has been taken too. How many Laserdisc players does this guy have? It was definitely, they were watching something on this. If it's set to that, yeah. If it was set to that thing, then that means that the thing had to have been taken.
So I take it this Lonnie's a bad influence.
Mitten. Oh, I made this. Something tells me there's going to be like an M. Night Shyamalan here or something. But I'm still going on the fact that she probably killed her parents like the Melendez did.
Well, yeah, this is a pretty nice house. They have it's very spacious, a lot of bathrooms.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine why people would want to buy this house. I can totally understand why the folks would want them. This is from Carol to Jan. I don't know who Jan, I don't know who Carol is.
What's that tag by the leg?
Okay.
Under the bed.
It's a bookmark. I think a book Mom was reading or something. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. Yeah, that's a classic.
So, this is where my mom's buried. Wait, Walt Whitman? Damn you, Walt Whitman. I butchered that Simpsons.
Take your time,
reference.
I'm glad to have it in good hands, Rick. Somebody gave her the book.
I butchered my Simpsons reference with Walt Whitman, though.
This is probably Mom's side of the bed. This is probably Dad's side of the bed. I see dirty
Check the
clothes.
Closet
I see
in the
dirty
bathroom.
clothes, definitely. I don't really see anything else other than just dirty clothes. Looks like they just moved in, too.
Again, that's part of my problem. Like, why did they decide it's a good idea to leave?
The light's on. Was I in here?
No.
The light's on in here. I don't see any blood. Maybe some disheveled clothes, but that happens.
Look up. Is there something there? No.
You think maybe there might have been a attic button or something?
Thought there was there. I guess I was mistaken. Alright, let's see the bathroom.
Oops, sorry.
So what are you thinking so far?
I still think the sister might have killed her parents.
No,
along.
is this a quality game or?
So far, I'm actually enjoying it. I mean, just from an interesting standpoint, yes, I'm enjoying this. Okay, that's my footprints.
Alright, and this door.
Looks like a shower. Ooh, nice soaking tub. Oh, yeah. My girlfriend would really like this tub. My girlfriend would really like this house in general. I don't really see too much here. Candles. Of course, Mom's got to have a bunch of candles here. Even in the 90s, that was a thing.
There was a book.
I'm trying to find it.
No, you skipped it on the left.
Oh, it's over here?
Yep.
Oh. But okay, that condom was
So-
torn open. Okay, so my guess is they are still having sex.
So
at least
is
trying
that
to-
why the parents aren't there? Because they're reconciling a marriage? Oh. That's more important than picking up their daughter, being home for their daughter coming back from college, isn't it?
Well, hold on a second. Okay, this condom is used. Look. Or no, it's not.
No.
Oh, it's not. There's nothing I don't hate right now.
Ah, that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, the commentary's funny.
Oh my goodness.
There's the attic.
That looks spooky.
Sam's dark room. Oh, God.
What's going on here? You skipped a room.
I know. I'm just going to look in here really quick. It's like, maybe the mom's an artist or something? There's a cassette tape. By the way, I haven't unlocked any achievements. Or trophies, yeah.
More music. That one
Right.
sounds actually not too bad.
It's not too bad, but again, copyright. There we go. Performance evaluation. Name, Richard.
So done by the mother.
It's probably, yeah.
So she likes Richard.
Oh,
Oh.
the Rick guy. Halloween show. Don't forget your costume.
Well, I didn't
Sometimes you
want
just
that
have to
situation.
lie to mom and dad.
But yeah, it
Like
happens.
when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to mom and dad situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?"
Lonnie, holy crap!
I was
in
so
the library and
happy.
noticed
I
in the
felt
corner I found a
tears starting
secret
in my
passage.
eyes. And then
And it
she
had
up and
Oscar's
hugged me.
creepy old stuff in it.
I think she could tell.
OMG. So what's going on here? It sounds like we're building up to something pretty interesting, doesn't it?
Alright, let's go check that room then. Okay, what outfit is this?
Maybe they're into.
Cosplaying? Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
no, Allegra's the
Yeah.
the sister's character.
So that's cosplaying. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, they're making costumes. Hey, my girlfriend likes cosplaying. It's what we do. Well, not we don't do it all the time, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with cosplaying or costume making and stuff. People like that.
Can you check the attic door or no?
I will, but I kind of want to go check in that room you were talking about.
Well, open up the map.
Let's see. They said they found something in here. Secret passage in here.
Ooh.
Bingo! I am a genius.
There's a light switch.
Ghost Hunter, Sam and Lonnie, Secret House Investigation Log. So there are at least 3 places in this house that have what look to be secret passages.
Or secret compartments.
Library, the upstairs hall, and the foyer. Okay, so we're marking the ones on the map.
So where are you?
Currently
Okay,
where
there
there's
we
the
go.
pink stairs, I think.
Alright, so why don't we go...
It's a cross.
What the heck?
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez. That's creepy, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty creepy. Hey, we're going out of there. I'm gonna see something horrible when I close this, aren't
No.
I? Okay, fair enough. Alright, moving on.
If by horrible you mean a horrible game, yes.
Okay,
So
I
why don't
mean,
we check the compartment over here outside the bedroom? So it looks like it's straight ahead. You're going the wrong way. Should be one of these. Nope. You're looking the wrong way.
well, it can't be. This would be the bathroom over here, so... There it is.
A Ouija board. Uh-oh. That's creepy, huh?
Not much to it. Not like it's Cryptique or something.
Hello. Who are you, Oscar? What do you want to be?
To come back. Oh, so this is
no.
what they were doing with her.
So does that mean Oscar?
To open, this is part of a half a Sam Locker combo out of the backpack, okay? So that's where she stashed something. Where am I going now? Should I go into the attic or should I go for another secret compartment?
You can check that one room.
Alright. Oh, this one? The one I missed?
Yeah.
It's like a storage room. Yeah, this must be what my bedroom was supposed to be, it looks like.
Oh, you got the shaft.
Yeah, well,
So tiny.
it's not like I live here. Samantha, Ghost Hunter Journal.
Ooh.
Ghost milk? Feels presence in TV room. Okay, this is new. October 28th. Enlisted lions stay all night and help patrol premises. Otherworldly presence. So the house is haunted, it looks like.
Or is it?
Probably not.
So why is nobody here?
Katie, this is all my stuff.
Yes.
Okay, moving on.
So why don't we check for the secret compartments downstairs?
Alright, we want to check the attic next?
Oh, go for it.
It's
Oh,
locked.
of course it is. What is she keeping in the attic?
Probably a dead body. Wait, there's a note here. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. She left.
Why did she leave?
She left. She hated her parents. It looks like that. It looks like the folks are gone. Am I going downstairs now?
I think you're going downstairs.
This is running at 60 frames. I'm noticing that. There's a little bit of ghosting on my TV here. I don't know if you guys are getting it on the stream. But I'm noticing some ghosting here. Now, where was that compartment? Was it
Open
in
up the map.
What map?
Got a map. Touchpad.
I see two locked doors.
So go to the...
One next to Dad's office, it looks like, and another one next to or behind Dad's office. Okay. So Dad's office is over here, if I remember correctly.
Well, there's going to be one right there.
Private, do not read. Of course I'm going to read it. Green Glacier, 9th grade.
So it's about Allegra, her story character.
And the other half of her combo. 051. Property of Sam, private. Alright.
And there should be one.
It should be in here somewhere. I think it's on the other side. Maybe over here? There. Invitation. The Misfit Show.
Oh, right.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled.
How could you tell it was the dark? No,
My
it's
heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute,
Should we
she
be
put her
playing
arm
this?
around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you."
I really
I
like
just
you
nodded
too.
my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Okay.
So are you beginning to have a different opinion on the game, or...
Actually, I'm
just
enjoying it more, actually.
Why?
I just am. Where am I going now? It looks like... Is that everything?
So there's the basement that's locked. We couldn't find the key. There was no other piece of paper in that hidden compartment, right?
Oh, I didn't see any. Let me go check again.
Because I think we're missing that middle.
No, there was only 2 pieces to the combo.
That's it? Oh,
Yeah, there's only 2 pieces. So where's her locker then? Is it in her room?
Check her room.
All right, because we do have the full locker combo. I believe it's 051. At least I don't know if that changes based upon which how your playthrough is, but I think it's fully 051. Maybe there's something and I didn't see anything locked in her room. Or at least I don't remember anything locked in her room, but we'll check.
Well, maybe the locker.
Oh, big locker. Oh, 0. Hold on. Is
051.
okay, 051.
Oh.
Jillian Anderson.
She's
Hey,
got
no. David Geffen.
So it's a men's magazine.
Exactly.
What is she doing?
Because I really want to read that interview with David Geffen. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to music. Actually, I say that because I just watched a documentary about the rise and fall of Tower Records, and David Geffen is featured as one of the interview people in that documentary, actually. And rightfully so, if he's indeed, the music guy. Okay. She was smoking.
And there's a key.
There's Lonnie.
There's Lonnie.
Lonnie came over today.
Basement key.
Everything was
Go to the basement.
different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she
Sure,
wouldn't
some of the
look
game
at me.
actually. We could probably finish it.
Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think.
I haven't got a single trophy
But I
yet.
said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say. But I couldn't find the
You're
words.
supposed to speed around the game.
I felt like I was gonna cry.
Well,
but
I wanted to
wasn't
keep this
sad.
Let's Play under an hour.
She got
But
up
if we
and sat
finish the
next
game,
to
then we
me
finish
in
the
bed.
game.
It'll take a
looked
little
at her.
longer than an hour, but
Lonnie.
go to the basement.
Do you think you could ever?
Oh.
And that's when she kissed me.
Ooh, fireworks.
Looks like a little cool little den.
So, dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your boat for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the potatoes.
The flavorful potatoes.
Flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long.
Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you and kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities for your father, Madam Samantha Greenmore. Nice. S and L.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
So Samantha
She got in.
into a program.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th.
So she's
I was
going to
like-
the military.
Ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was 12.
This is
And
her
I guess
stuff.
she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
So let's see what else is down there.
Well, that's sad. That's really sad. Oh, she bought one of those pendants. I think my sister and my cousin had one of those pendants and stuff like that. It was more the yin yang, though. It's one of Dad's books. Wait, is there something written on it? Can't read it too well.
It's not really helping. You can do better. Just
There it
he
is.
didn't.
Thank you for writing a copy of the newly published book. Rick. Rick. Something going on between the dad?
Well, he didn't write a good book apparently. Where else is?
It's kind of a cool little place. Get a sink with a bed. Girl Scout set list.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing.
Didn't we have something?
And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
I can't even read this.
That's too.
Looks like she shipped out and she basically came back or something. Was she crashing here?
May have been.
Maybe what's her name was staying here. Is there another tape? Oh, soda can.
Well, it's that underneath the table.
It's a trash pail.
No, right there.
Can't reach it. It's like a drag. I won't have to sneak around anymore. The basement is good, but so somebody was staying here. Here's a tape, I think.
Yeah, it's probably music though.
That's fine. The Girl Scout. Yeah, maybe if I find them all, maybe I'll get a trophy or something.
But
See-
what else is down there?
A combination for a safe. I don't have a combination for the safe unless there's something written on here.
Double check your the trackpad.
Okay, journals,
No,
items. Just says basement on this.
the basement case. You don't have that.
Is there something I missed?
What's down there?
Darkness. I can't see anything over here.
Well, there's got to be something else down there.
I'm looking. I can't move any further.
Oh, so that's it then. Okay.
We gotta find. Do you know where the combination for the safe is? We could just speed this up, or is it somewhere over here maybe?
Oh, that I don't know. What's in?
We didn't look in here. We didn't look in here. Okay, we'll check. This light's on. Lonnie, another. What do you call it from Lonnie?
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours.
That's it there.
Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in
What's in
mud,
there?
shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl.
It's around the corner.
But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story.
So there's nothing
Stick
else
with the
over
group,
there.
Katie. Stick with the
What about
group.
behind? No, so
Richard Greenbrier.
I don't see Anything else then?
So the granddad was a. It looks like the granddad was an author himself. Maybe the dad's dad was an author. Somebody was staying down here. I don't know who. Maybe it was Lonnie for a period of time. I don't see anything for the safe. Did I miss something, maybe? Wait, hold on. Bells. There's a bell missing. Do you remember where that combination for the safe is?
I do not. For some reason, I want to say it was the room that's now behind you.
Alright, we'll check it again. Maybe I missed something in the trunk or something.
Check around both corners.
Alright. I don't see anything.
No. And there's nothing in the behind there.
I'll check that in just a second. I want to check these newspapers really quick. Saw this. I can't flip it. I can't examine it further. Let me close a drawer, maybe.
No.
There's nothing behind here.
There's nothing else.
This is a moving bookshelf. With this light... Oh. Okay.
So there's nothing else further down there?
Wait. Okay, this is creepy. Somebody was living here.
Psycho house girl.
Somebody was living here. It looks like they're probably a teenager. A long time ago somebody was living here, because that's an old comic. It's nice artwork. This is Samantha's area. She was staying here. She had a room.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes.
Alright, so what else is
Like
down that
her
hallway?
band,
The tape
and
player
our
here.
zine, and her hair, and everything are
And the
all
cassette.
anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect
What about down
formation,
there?
following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is.
So where are we?
She said they don't
I
need
have
to
no
know
idea.
what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor.
This is the parents. The parents went to a
I've learned when to
fire.
stop arguing.
Maybe that's what's going on. They went to a
I
concert.
don't think Lonnie
Instead of
even
picking up your
gets
daughter?
Lonnie
Yeah.
sometimes.
So I think we might have a little bit longer than I thought, but I think we're pretty much at the end of the game. So if you want to keep going, or
Sam was using this space. It's obvious Sam was using this space. Maybe this was the door that was locked earlier. Yep, that's what I thought. Sam was using this space as kind of like a little hangout area.
now where's the locker?
I'm still looking.
There was one other part we didn't check.
I know, we'll look in a second.
So
This is how people used to actually... Nowadays, people would just simply text each other in
yeah,
class.
I kind of miss that old-fashioned.
In my case, what would happen would be... nothing. Because nobody would ever want to or talk to me during class. I never was sat near friends. And if it was you and me who were talking in class, we just simply talk to each other. But we behaved mostly while if we were in class, for example, you and I behaved. I mean, we would talk, but only when the teacher wasn't, teaching. When the teacher started teaching, we'd shut up and pay attention. Except for lunch. Magazine. Disciplinary
I
referral.
think there was another place in the basement.
Alright, we'll go back to the...
Yeah.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight.
So I
One you
figured
were
that's
never
where
gonna
that
need
would
to
be.
have. I mean,
So
You've
it would
known,
be
right?
through.
I've
Back
known.
here?
Yeah.
I've known since, like, She-Ra.
No. Keep walking. Keep
Mom and
walking.
Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff
there
in
was
the
another-
locker,
a full
and they
another
were
room.
like, "Is there something we should know about you and Lonnie?"
Oh, here.
And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something.
Or a secret
They were just
passage.
in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good
Locked.
friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well,
So
joke's
what else
on
is
them,
on the first
because they're
floor
in for
that
one
we didn't,
very long phase.
that we didn't find?
All right, so it sounds like she's very upset that she's not respected for her opinions.
Open up the map. So
I still want to find the tape for this tape player.
there might not be one.
Oh, there's got to be one. There's always got to be one.
We'll go back to the dining room. That seems to be where.
There it is. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah, I agree. So where did we?
We went back to the kind of like the kitchen, dining room kind of thing. That's kind of... This is where we
So
were.
that's where we left off. So now somewhere here we should hopefully find.
The Vatican. Oh, she went to the Vatican. The Vatican is weird. Oh, well, as you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. All the art, including the Sistine Chapel. I've actually had a really good... there's a really good TED Talk recently about the art in the Sistine Chapel, particularly about Michelangelo's ceiling. And there was this woman who basically does an entire piece dissecting the entire artwork, like everything in it, better than you could ever have possibly imagined in like any type of tour. The Accidental Warrior. Sounds like part of Dad's manuscript, not hers.
Mm-hmm.
Still nothing for that safe.
Well, there's still the door.
Nothing really. Another button. Actually, my folks used to have a chest like this, like a what do you call it? Like a bureau kind of thing. They gave it to my sister though. I liked the darn thing though. Dining room. This is new. Another cassette tape. Lights are on in here.
Oh, what do you think? Since we're at the hour mark, do you want to do a part 2?
I don't know how you save here. That's the problem. Oh, you can save here.
There we go.
All right. All right. Well, we'll do that then. Hopefully the save will work, and I can just simply. Okay. Save progress and quit the menu. Okay, that works. So yeah, we're an hour in, and I'm actually not that mad. I mean, I think it's an okay game.
Oh, well, I think once you realize what the whole point of the game was, you may change your mind.
Well,
'Cause that's
I
what
kind
did it
of
for
like
me.
this. I kind of like the story so far. You've got a story about what's clearly about the sister. The sister seems to be the main character here. You're finding out stories. And this is a girl that over the course of at least what we saw so far is recognizing that she might have feelings for a woman, a female. The female is going away and she's probably not going to come back. So basically this Sam girl is like probably conflicted, and she's so young and she's so headstrong that maybe she's not adapting to her feelings this way, and she feels bad about, at least from what we just saw, that the parents don't seem to understand or care that she's, that what her feelings are. I can understand that. I'm not saying I can 100% relate to that because, one, I'm not a woman, and two, I'm not a woman interested in women, so maybe I can't relate, but I can understand at least some of it. This was a very interesting game that we got to play together. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully I'm not going to get a YouTube copyright flag when I eventually try to post this on YouTube. I don't actually know if I will, We'll see. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching a rebroadcast of it. Any final things you want to say
No, I'm
before
just
we
kind
go
of
to...
surprised that you're enjoying it as much. I did not expect that.
I kind of like games like this. I mean,
I like games like this too. I just think this one's probably the worst like this.
all right. Well,
All right.
all right. See you guys in part 2. Until next time, this is Maniac
All right.
and Twitch. Take care. Over and out.